Introduction. In today's world, cybersecurity is more important than ever before. As technology continues to advance, so do the ways in which cybercriminals can attack and harm others. One of the most notorious of these attackers is Russia, known globally for its persistent and devastating cyber attacks. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, has been targeted by Russian hackers, forcing the organization to invest heavily in its defenses. This paper will explore the cybersecurity threats posed by Russia to NATO, and examine the ways in which NATO is working to defend and build resilience against such threats. Background. Russia has a long history of cyber attacks directed at the West, particularly the United States and its NATO allies. The Russian government has been accused of hacking into government and military agencies, as well as private businesses and political organizations. Their efforts included the hacking and leaking of Democratic National Committee emails during the 2016 U.S. presidential election, leading to widespread controversy and speculation in the U.S. over Russian interference in the election. Russia's cyber attacks on NATO have not been any less malicious. A notable example is the cyber attack on Estonia in 2007. Estonia, a NATO member, was targeted by Russian hackers after a dispute over the relocation of a Soviet-era statue in Tallinn. This attack left Estonia's internet infrastructure crippled, infecting government and financial sector computers with malware. It was deemed the first-ever instance of a nation-state using cyber attacks to destabilize another country. NATO's current cyber threats. NATO is a military alliance of 30 member countries that serve to defend each other from external threats. Although originally created to counterbalance Soviet power after World War II, NATO has since expanded to include other countries in Europe, as well as the United States and Canada. Currently, NATO is grappling with cyber threats from several countries, Russia being of primary concern. In a 2019 report, NATO's Cooperative Cyber Defense Center of Excellence, CCDCOE, identified a number of ongoing cyber threats. Besides the persistent threat from Russia, the report also notes the increased prevalence of interception, espionage, and theft of cyber-related technologies. This technology theft serves to aid the development of the country's cyber capabilities, which poses a threat to NATO's resilience. NATO's defense strategy. To combat these cyber threats, NATO has established its own cyber defense strategy. One essential component of this strategy is the creation of the NATO Cyber Defense Pledge. All NATO allies are committed to taking steps to improve their cyber defenses, including improving legislation and infrastructure, sharing information, building a skilled workforce, and adhering to international norms. NATO has also put into place a range of measures to deter attacks. These include regular training exercises and 24/7 monitoring of cyberspace. They also have communication channels established with key countries like the United States, partner nations, and industry partners. These measures aim to provide early warning, allowing for a quick response if an attack occurs. Additionally, NATO has established centers, such as the Cyber Defense Center of Excellence in Tallinn, Estonia, focused on research and development and fostering cooperation among NATO allies. These centers serve as a hub for research and give NATO members a crucial advantage in developing cyber defenses. NATO's resilience. Building resilience is an essential component of NATO's strategy to deal with cyber threats. NATO sees resilience as the capacity to withstand, respond to, and recover from attacks. One approach to building resilience is to increase the level of cybersecurity training for NATO members. NATO has already taken steps to increase the level of cybersecurity training for its members. For example, in 2017, NATO created a cyber defense trust fund to finance training programs, as well as enabling the purchase of necessary hardware and software. This fund has been used to provide training courses for technicians and analysts at both the national and regional levels. Moreover, NATO members are responsible for regularly assessing their own cyber defenses and developing contingency plans. These plans include prioritizing essential services, ensuring backups, and other preventative measures in anticipation of attacks. By building resilience, NATO can better defend against and mitigate the impact of cyber attacks, ensuring the safety and security of its citizens. Conclusion. In summary, Russia's persistent and malicious cyber attacks pose significant risks to NATO. Given the potential for these attacks to destabilize and harm NATO allies, the organization has made tremendous efforts to build resilience against cyber threats. Through the use of training, regular assessments, and improved communication, NATO has prioritized cyber defenses as one of its core defense strategies. As technology continues to evolve and new threats emerge, it's critical for NATO to remain vigilant in making sure its defenses can withstand and respond to these challenges.